What up, fuckers? It's Fear Ennis of Fearcast from the FYFC studios, and you're listening to this freaking show.
What's up, everybody? I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And thank you for joining us for another episode of This Freakin' Show. It is the weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. The same weekly podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. If you're just like me and you love stories, you love learning about shit through books, you just don't like reading about shit through books, Audible.com is the best place for you to go. Thousands of titles available for you. And guess what? Bonus, somebody else reads them to you. That's why I love it. And as a gift from me and Cartoon Joe, if you go to audibletrial.com/freaknet right now and sign up for Audible, you get a 30-day free trial plus a credit that goes towards your first book, absolutely free to you. 30-day free trial plus a token for your first free book. And all you got to do is go to audibletrial.com/freaknet right now and sign up.
This Freakin' Show is also brought to you by WeAreDapperTies.com. If you want a fancy new tie to look dapper in while you listen to your brand new audiobook, head on over to WeAreDapperTies.com and pick up a high-quality knit tie for the low price of just $15. Use the special discount code FREAKIN, that's F-R-E-A-K-N, to get free shipping on your order. That's right, for $15 you get a high-quality knit tie and free shipping. Just use the special discount code FREAKIN, that's F-R-E-A-K-I-N, at WeAreDapperTies.com.
Joe, we are coming to the end of season 3, just 1 week away.
Oh, dang.
Right? It's just kind of like just creeped up a little bit, man.
It really did.
Right? I'm super excited for it. Next week is the season finale of This Freakin' Show. We're wrapping up season 3, and we're going to do something special for you. And we've mentioned it for a little over a month now about the plan for the show and everything, and that is doing a Ask Us Anything kind of thing where you guys submit your questions to us, and we answer them as honest as possible. And that opportunity is still available to you. You guys still got another week to get those questions in. All you got to do is go to our Facebook page at This Freakin' Show. Go to the pinned comment right there at the top of the page. And just comment below any question you have to ask to us. And we are opening it up to absolutely everything other than personal information where you might open up a credit card or buy a house or some shit. That information won't get to you. Don't be that guy or girl or whatever. Right?
I reserve the right to lie if you ask one of those questions.
Right? It's like, what's your social security number? 2. But make sure you participate in it. We've gotten a few questions in the comment section already there. Plus, I had a couple questions messaged to me personally because if you read the comment, and as we mentioned before, if there's a question you want to ask us, but for some reason you don't want to be like a shout out on the show, or you don't want people to know you're asking the question, but you still want to ask a question, you can message you personally. You can message us through the Facebook page. But if you're a friend of mine on Facebook and you just want to message me, like a few people have, go ahead and do that too. It's absolutely fine. And anything that's messaged to me, those questions will be asked, but it won't be shouted out on who did it. It'll be completely anonymous. So get involved in it. It's really fun. I did read the questions that we got on the Facebook page, but I have not read the ones in the message yet because I want to leave that to be a surprise for next week for both me and Joe. So I'm really excited for that. And Joe, I'm trying to get in contact with Ripley Street because, to kind of give a quick spoiler about next season, potentially Ripley Street is going to allow us to continue to use their music, but to use a new song of theirs off their new CD.
That is right.
Yeah,
I'm very excited about that.
I'm really excited about it too. He hasn't sent them over yet. I gotta follow up with him again because I haven't listened to his new album yet. I'm really excited to hear it, and I just want I just told him, hey, just send me over the album. Me and Cartoon Joe will listen to it. We'll pick our favorite one, and then we will have a new theme song for next season. For some reason, it goes a little past. Then we'll just use Back Again by Ripley Shoot, which is our current theme song until that gets kind of figured out and situated and everything. But we do want to give a special thanks to Ripley Street for giving us the opportunity to use their song on the podcast as our season 3 theme song. Just like Johnny Tryhard did for the previous 2 seasons we had. So it's really cool to have the local indie bands and stuff like that give us the opportunity to use their music. It's really cool that they do that instead of us having to pull like royalty-free music and stuff. So I think that's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But Joe, how have you been? We'll start out with what's we've been up to.
Not too bad. Haven't really been up to much this week, I don't think. After the excitement of last week with cats and things, it's just been kind of a chill week.
How have those cats been going?
They've been good. They adjusted very quickly to our place, and now they are getting a little bit too bold. One of them was climbing inside of our. We have a hutch in our dining room that has all of our serving dishes in it, like our platters and stuff.
Okay.
And earlier we were sitting in the living room, and we heard not a crash, but like the sound of glass against glass. And couldn't figure out where it was, but I went to go get a drink of water before the show, and I noticed that our cabinet door was open a little bit. And one of the cats had appeared out of nowhere after the noise had happened. So gonna have to find a better way to secure that cabinet.
Gotcha. It sounds like you had a "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" situation there, man. Because all of a sudden arose such a clatter, you sprung from your chair to see what was the matter.
That's right. That is absolutely correct. Well done, by the way. Like that.
Thanks. I like to segue Christmas shit into it in the first part of September, because why not?
Sure. Like the rest of the world.
Right? I mean, isn't that the norm nowadays? I mean, I'm pretty sure Walmart has Christmas shit out right now.
I actually think you're right. And the wild thing was, I think that Halloween has been out in some places since the middle of August.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say though, I am impressed on how like those Halloween stores could just pop up in all these like closed up old shops and shit, and they're only there for like a few months and stuff. I don't. I mean, do you decorate for holidays and stuff? I mean, being
Not
living in
really.
an apartment and stuff like that, and like you ever
We
like?
do put up a tree and stuff for Christmas, but other than that, not really.
I got you. See, and that's the weird thing. Like, I would assume, like, with me being a homeowner, I would do shit like that. But for every time I try to do it, I think of what my electric bill would be, and it kind of just kills the holiday spirit.
Fair enough.
Right?
We have last year we replaced our Christmas lights because the ones that we had previously were from Grandma and Grandpa Snedden.
Okay.
Because that's where our tree came from, and we were using the lights that were packaged with the tree. So I have no idea how old the old lights are.
I'm gonna assume they're so old that Papa Wayne probably fixed them like maybe 10 or 12 times because
Easily.
you can still get a little more life out of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we probably could have gotten a couple more seasons out of it, but we no longer had enough working strands to cover the whole tree.
Mm-hmm.
So last year we upgraded and bought all new LED lights. So it's only a few pennies to light the place up.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I got my because Christmas is usually the only time I really decorate and everything. Like I did decorate for Halloween one year. It was like my first year, second year.
Oh, I
year.
think I remember that.
Yeah, and it was nice because I mean Halloween's my favorite holiday. I absolutely love Halloween and show you that. Even though I don't like scary movies and I'm not a big fan of candy nowadays, but Halloween's still my favorite holiday. I love Halloween movies, but more of like the children holiday movies, like was it The Great Pumpkin, the Peanuts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween Tree is my favorite. If you guys haven't seen the Halloween Tree yet, you gotta watch it. Love it. Great movie.
The Halloween Tree.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. I own it. Joe, if you come out here, we'll watch it together.
All right,
It's so good. I'll give you a quick synopsis of it, not to ruin the movie. Which again, it's a children's movie. It's only like 40, 45 minutes of that. Basically, there's a child who gets sick, and there's a group of friends who always go trick or treating every year. His friend can't go because he's ill, and all of a sudden his spirit escapes his body. And there's this old man who lives on the neighborhood, and he has this tree that grows these jack-o'-lanterns and shit like that. And I guess I'm assuming that the jack-o'-lanterns are like the souls of children,
Oh, jeez.
and the child's spirit steals the pumpkin and floods through time, and then the old man takes all the children like through like the history of Halloween and all that stuff. Like, I guess the description makes it sound a little bit creepy, but it's done in like a childlike movie because it is made for a child. It's a cartoon movie. It's very good, and I mean it gives you information of like on the Day of the Dead and how Halloween started out and like through its entire history and stuff. And they're just going through time to try to catch up with the spirit to get the pumpkin back because I guess they don't say it, but I guess it's strongly implied that they need to get the pumpkin back or the kid's gonna die or something like that.
Whoa.
But it's a really, really good movie, and it's my favorite movie. And I'm one of those guys that only watch holiday movies around the holidays.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
So I'm always excited to get around towards like, October and stuff to watch the movie. And I think that's why we kind of developed this freaky show where we celebrate Halloween throughout the entire month of October. Because now I can watch the Halloween tree on October 1st and like commit to myself. So I don't seem like a liar. So,
Sure.
but yeah, no, I might decorate again this year because I think I'll have a Halloween party. I do have one every year, and it's just weird how you have a Halloween party, but you don't decorate. So we shall see.
I hear you.
Yeah, but
Nice.
I get what you're saying about the whole week. I mean, like even my week was pretty boring.
Yeah.
Ashley survived Hurricane Dorian. I guess
Good.
I guess the impact on the East Coast wasn't as bad as it was supposed to be.
Oh, that's good.
There obviously was damage, and thoughts and prayers out to everyone who's been affected by it, especially those in the Bahamas. But I guess all she got was really some heavy wind and some rain, so nothing too bad to affect her stuff and everything, which awesome for her. I did some interviews for the Just Freaking Wrestling podcast over the weekend with some of the independent wrestlers and stuff like that. I
Very
actually
cool.
got in the ring because I go to the wrestling school once a week, kind of like, catch up with the wrestlers and talk to them and stuff like that. And I'm a huge fan of, gimmicks and stuff like that and characters. So, a lot of the new guys and the new trainees and all that stuff there. I talked to them about their characters and like what I see from my fan perspective on what would be cool for their character. So it's a lot of fun to do that. I was actually able to step in the ring on Monday, run the ropes, and do some bumps and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun to get back into that. So
Nice. That sounds wonderful.
yeah, and I'm hoping by November, if everything goes right and I get everything figured out, I may actually start going back to the wrestling school in November. And not so much to do it to become a pro wrestler in the independent scene, but to kind of use it as like a workout kind of thing to help lose weight. Because um, I'm not a huge fan. I hate fucking working out, but if I could work out while fucking doing wrestling, I'll be happy. It'll be the
Oh,
best
for
workout I
sure.
could do. Fuck yeah.
Absolutely. Well, it's I hate to run, but I love playing tag.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm with you. If you can make a real game out of it, I'm about it.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, and you're always nonstop going. I mean, yeah, you gotta do the warm ups in the beginning, like the jumping jacks and push ups and all that stuff. But when you get into the ring, and you can run back and forth on the ropes and take bumps, and you're constantly moving and everything. I mean, I only took a few bumps around the ropes a little bit, and I started fucking sweating because they keep that gym hot as fuck there. So I think,
Yikes.
yeah. So I'm really excited to do that if everything works out the way it does. And who knows, maybe down the line, Travis T will have his first like audience, like watching videotaped match and everything. And who knows, maybe hold some independent gold.
Nice.
Yeah, some fucking
That'd be
exciting.
legit.
Fuck
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah. Joe, I remembered talking to you a couple weeks ago about wanting to do something for the podcast, and we never got around to doing it. And obviously, it's a little late now, but you remember the whole uprise of the Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich?
Oh yeah.
Is it weird to you that everyone kind of like casts aside all their like uproars about everything political and going on in our country for a fucking sandwich,
It is very weird.
right?
But also, I think that all the things that are happening that are political and facing us on a national scale are literally so insane
Mm-hmm.
that like it just makes sense to escape that and try to go get a sandwich you can't have.
Right. I love the fact that I remember reading. I can't remember who the hell posted it, but it was on my Facebook, and somebody was talking about how oh god, who was that? Who was that fuckhead that killed himself in jail?
Oh, Epstein,
Yeah,
I
I,
assume.
yeah, I think it was Epstein. Yeah, that sounds right. And I remember somebody posting on Facebook about how pissed they were that Trump created a Popeye's chicken spicy chicken sandwich to cover up the fact that he murdered Epstein.
They were
So
just joking, I hope.
I hope to God well, it was a shared meme, so somebody else created it.
Oh, okay.
But the fact that they
Gotcha.
shared it, I'm just like, well, I mean, if he did, I mean, fucking, it worked. I
Mhm.
mean, now there's all these videos and shit, or all these articles and stuff about how Popeyes ran out of the fucking chicken and everything. But I wanted to bring it up, and I wanted to talk about it earlier, this
Mm.
month when it was happening. But did you get a chance to try the chicken sandwich?
I did not, and I probably won't until later this month.
All right, because I definitely want to try it. I want to see what the hype is because I'm more of a Wendy's chicken sandwich guy. I do
Oh,
believe
me
that
too.
Wendy's has the best chicken sandwich, especially when you get the Asiago chicken sandwich, but with the spicy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I wanted to ask
Yeah.
you. I want to know like what. I mean, I don't know what you order if you order fast food, but your favorite chicken sandwich, does that happen to be Wendy's as well?
It does. I love a Wendy's. I love the Asiago Ranch Club. I also love
Hmm.
just a regular spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's.
Yeah. Did you ever get the Asiago chicken sandwich with the spicy chicken?
Oh yeah, I don't. I refuse to believe there's another way to order it, even though I know that there is.
When I used to work at the truck stop or the truck repair facility, whatever the hell you want to call it. Which, by the way, shout out to Trans Chicago for the entire remodel and grand reopening. It looks amazing. I had a chance to check it out after I left there. Phenomenal. And they do a lot of social media promotion for it now, which is really cool. So shout
Hmm.
out to you guys. You guys really kicked ass for that, and they finally became elite. So an elite service center, which was I was a part of that for a while. So congrats to you guys. But it was a Wendy's right down the road. And whenever we got lunch from Wendy's, I get the same thing: an Asiago chicken club sandwich, spicy chicken, the fry, and then I always get the strawberry lemonade.
Ooh, nice.
So good. What's weird though, do you ever get the strawberry lemonade from Wendy's?
I haven't in a long time. I usually get the sweet tea.
Okay. I don't know why people like sweet tea, but we're gonna get back to that in a second because I want to know what your thoughts on it. But every time I got if you ever got the strawberry lemonade, do you ever get that point where they put like the strawberry flavoring at the bottom and it's all warm and shit, and then they cover it with the lemonade on top? So when you get that first sip, it's nothing but like warm strawberry.
No, is it really good or really bad?
I mean, it's delicious. I mean, it's definitely not a bad taste. It's straight strawberry, but
Gotcha.
it's just weird. Like, when you're holding onto this cold cup, you stick the straw all the way down, suck in, and then it's just warm fucking strawberry. Like, well, I mean, that's some fucking
Hmm.
difference. You gotta sit there and kind of shake it yourself. Like, you're now employed at fucking Wendy's. You know, what's the deal with
Gotcha.
sweet tea? Why do you like sweet tea so much? Is it because the sugar and shit?
Oh, it's 100% the sugar for me. I like tea in general, but I love it's because of living with Jacob for a little while
Mm-hmm.
at college. He introduced me to sweet tea, like Southern sweet tea, where it's actually like a tea flavored simple syrup that you're drinking.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know why. It's just good. It is so smooth and it's sweet. And there's something about the way that tea is made in fast food restaurants where it's a really strong, bitter flavor that
Yeah.
just really goes well with that sugary smoothness of a sweet tea. I don't know. It's just tasty. It just hits my spot just right.
Is it all fast food sweet teas or like McDonald's sweet tea? Do you like that one?
No, for me. It's just Wendy's.
Just
No,
Wendy's.
if I go to McDonald's, I get a Coke. I like the McDonald's Coke.
Oh god, I love their Coke. Do you know why it's different?
Hmm.
Do you know why the Coke at McDonald's is different than not from everyone else, but why it's different than all their other soda and drink products at McDonald's?
I do not.
Well, let me tell you, because I used to work at McDonald's, Joe, and I'll
Yeah,
educate you on this.
I'd
Yeah.
love to know.
Okay, like most fast food places, because you used to work at Dog and Suds back in the day.
Uh huh.
So maybe you know, you guys had fountain drinks and stuff, right?
Yeah.
You know how the syrup came in like those brown boxes with the bag inside it, and you would screw like the hoses to it.
Mm. I don't remember if we did it that way, but yes, we had a similar thing.
Okay, so all the drink products from McDonald's is like that, except for their Coke. Their Coke is actually in a big steel like tank
Oh,
because
wild.
yeah, I mean because obviously when it comes to McDonald's, Coke is their big seller. It's the number one seller for them.
Oh, for
Actually,
sure.
actually, I think I read somewhere like even with the introduction of Dr. Pepper, which everyone was crazy craving the Dr.
Hmm.
Pepper. The Dr. Pepper from McDonald's sucks. I'll tell you right now. I've got it a couple times. It's so fucking syrupy. It's weird. And yes, Dr. Pepper is more of a syrupy soda, not like that. So I definitely recommend
Hmm.
never getting the Dr. Pepper from McDonald's. But it's in a big ass vat, and what it is as they're filling it and everything, it has this long ass. It's a bigger hose for the carbonation, and it does something inside the cylinder
Oh,
that keeps it
oh.
constantly moving, so it's not like stagnant and shit.
Huh.
So it's so fucking weird, like because like the Coke guy actually when he came in, he explained to me like why like what the tanker is because I always thought it was weird. I feel like why is it in a fucking bag? But because they sell so much and they had to hook a tube to it to pump it from this fucking Coca-Cola tanker or some shit.
Wow.
It's a wild thing to fucking see, but the way the guy explained it to me was so fucking cool and
That's
it's
really
the
interesting.
yeah, it's the reason it's different because I don't know if this is gonna be the right description for it, but Coke from McDonald's has like more of an airy carbonation flavor to it.
Yeah, it's. I would say it bites a lot
Yeah,
harder.
yeah. Well, so you get sweet tea from Wendy's, you get Coke from McDonald's. What
Hmm.
about Taco Bell? What's your go-to at Taco Bell?
My go-to food is a Crunchwrap Supreme. My go-to drink
Mhm.
is a Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
God, Joe, we're like on the same page, man. I love that. I'm the same way. I love the triple decker crunch wraps that they have right now.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Right. Usually I'm more like whatever the crave box is, I usually go for it. Like I was a huge fan. Like you ever tried the nacho fries?
Uh, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of them.
Really? Did you try it with the cheese sauce or just eat them regularly?
I got them with the cheese sauce.
Okay. Yeah. No, I liked them, man. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
I would go.
I don't think they're bad. I just there's other things on the menu I like better.
It's like one of those things like you're like, why am I eating fries from Taco Bell?
Hmm.
It's like those people are like, why are you eating tacos from Burger King?
Right. You
Yeah.
know what? Have you had those little tacos from Burger King?
I have, and I guess it kind of either depends on the location or depends on the time of day. I've had good ones and I've had
Hmm.
bad ones.
Yep, I would agree with you.
Like they're like I've had ones where like it tastes like a normal taco, good shell, and it looks like they squeezed some picante sauce on it. I was like, it's not that bad, and for a buck, you can't beat it. I mean,
Yep,
tacos from Burger King are actually cheaper than tacos from Taco Bell nowadays. It's
they
weird.
are by like
Um,
$2.
yeah, and then there are days where I'll go and I'll like, let me grab a couple, just really quick, and like you just get like this stale ass fucking like it basically looks like they took a taquito, like pulled it apart and then flipped it over. And it's
Hmm.
just like this weird like rubbery. So I think it definitely depends on the location, and everyone can vouch for that. I mean, not every fast food place is the same as like another. So it depends on how much pride people take in their food. But
Hmm.
um,
I'd agree
you
with
don't
that.
like you're not a Burger King guy, right? You don't like Burger King at all, or is it just the Whoppers you're not a big fan of?
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the Whopper. I prefer like a Big Mac or something.
All right, is a Big Mac your go-to at McDonald's?
No, at McDonald's it's a. I'm saying like comparing major
Yeah,
sandwiches,
yeah.
but I actually the quarter pounder with cheese is my McDonald's favorite.
Do you get the deluxe or just the regular?
Oh, deluxe. Yeah,
Right.
no ketchup.
Yeah, really? You gotta put
Hmm.
ketchup on it, man.
I don't like ketchup on a. It's not that I don't like ketchup. I prefer not to have ketchup on a hamburger.
Yeah. Weird thing, I don't know if you ever noticed this in any of the cookouts we ever been to, but I never put any condiments on any burger at any cookout I ever go to.
I've never noticed.
I don't know why it is. Like if I go to McDonald's, I mean, I used to love the mushroom Swiss burgers when they had them there. Absolutely
Mm-hmm.
loved them, and I hate the fact they're not there anymore. So normally I end up with the quarter pounder deluxe, which it's great. It's basically a Whopper, was more convenient to my house to get.
Mm-hmm.
But
Tastes
yeah,
better too. The patty is so much better at McDonald's than Burger.
I love they redid the patty.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love it. And I actually liked when they came out with like those third pound patties,
Oh
the
yeah.
little bigger ones. Um, But yeah, no, for some reason, every time I go to a cookout, like, I just grab a burger, put it on a bun, I just eat it. I don't worry about ketchup, mayo, mustard, onion, pickle, even though, I should, but at the same time, it's just like my biggest fear, and I don't know if this is a weird fear or not. Like, I fear that I'm going to bite into it and shit's going to ooze out the back and get on me. And now I'm stuck at that cookout with shit on me.
I understand that.
Like I have major food fears when I do when it comes to eating and doing shit. Like I think I may have mentioned this last year. I think it was during it was around Valentine's Day. I think we were talking about dating and relationships and all that stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
like whenever I go out like on a first date and stuff, I never get anything I eat with my hands. Everything is always with a fork. So it makes me look like I'm more proper that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
even when it comes to appetizers,
I
like I'm
get
a little
that.
bit weird about it. So it's like if we go to a nice place and I order like calamari and stuff like that, and like I'm one of those fucking weirdos that like hit it with a fork and stuff like that. And I don't use sauce because I don't want sauce to drip on me and shit like that. Very fucking weird when it comes to like food and like situations and shit like that. Now if I'm at work, I mean it is what it is, I guess. Like like I'll eat
Mm-hmm.
like the pizza and shit like that, but I don't know. Like I don't know if that's just me or if other people are kind of like that or.
It wouldn't surprise me if other people are like that. I know a guy who when he is not at home, he won't eat food with his hands. By which I mean he won't let the food touch his hands. So like if he goes and gets McDonald's, he eats the burger and like unwraps it, but keeps his hands on the wrapper. Or like instead of eating
So
French fries one at a time, he does a waterfall with the French fries.
all right. So kind of like how Culver's has like the burger half wrapped in the box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
exactly like that.
Culver's is good. Fucking love Culver's.
Yeah, they're really good.
Well, Joe, you're a Chicago guy, so you must know a little bit about deep dish Chicago style pizza.
Oh, I know some. I
So,
don't. I don't consider myself an expert.
but you eat it. You have
I
eaten it
do
in the
eat it.
past. Okay,
I've eaten a lot of it.
by hand or knife and fork.
Um, it depends. I think I've eaten more of it with a knife and fork than by hand. But I have eaten it both ways.
I guess it kind of depends on how hungry you are.
It depends on how hungry I am and like if I'm at a restaurant or if I'm at home.
Hmm.
If I'm like, it's kind of like with your situation. If I'm in front of people, I don't really want to pick it up because there's a decent chance it's going to fall apart.
I got you.
But if I'm just eating it at home by myself, like I don't care. No
I
one's going to see it.
I got what I think it was It had to have been Giordano's. I went out to eat for lunch with a couple girls from work and actually a friend of a girl from work who lives in Canada. She was actually out here, and I think it was the first time she ever had like deep dish pizza in Chicago and stuff like that. So she took the day off and they were hanging around and stuff, but they're in the area of work. So me and the other friend met them for lunch. And they got the deep dish pizza. I think they got one pepperoni and one sausage and stuff like that. Huge sausage fan. If I had to pick one topping for pizza, sausage. What say you?
Mm, am I the only person eating it, or am I sharing?
Just you. One
If it
topping.
if
One
it's
topping
just
though.
me, I only get one topping.
Yes.
Oh, that's really hard. I'm gonna go green olives.
Really? See, I thought you'd be more of a pepperoni guy.
Nope.
Really?
I like pepperoni a lot.
Mhm.
I love sausage, and Chicago has good sausage.
Oh
But
God, yeah.
I love I'm assuming it's a thin crust pizza. I love
Hmm.
either a green olive or a garlic or a pepper, something along those lines. Something that's going to be really it's going to cut through all that cheese and sauce flavor.
I
Is
got
what I
you.
want. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, so we're at Giordano's and they ordered pizza. They got two deep dishes, one sausage, one pepperoni. And I'm not thinking about it like I'm just really fucking hungry because I do a lot of fasting and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I and it's cool because the waiters like will get you your first slice and stuff and hand it to you and they do that scraping thing to cut the cheese off and everything. It's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Fucking love it. So I'm seeing her eating the pizza in my fucking hand, and when I look up, I notice that the three girls I'm with are eating it with a knife and fork, and I just feel like a fucking savage. I'm like, God damn, like, yeah, well, it's like I'm already halfway through the fucking thing. I did
Yep.
knife and fork the second piece though, to be a little more polite, but
Nice.
it's just those weird things. Like that's the first thing that went through my mind. Like, oh God, what the fuck am I doing?
Uh-huh. I hear you.
But Joe,
Yeah.
remember if you remember right, God, I don't know how I keep segueing using the term before we talked about, but you remember we talked about how Freaknet Studios is gonna have a, YouTube
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
channel, and we're gonna put out videos and stuff like that. I just thought at this moment we should make a YouTube video making a Chicago style pizza and put Chicago style foods on it.
I think it's a great
Right?
idea.
Right? I mean, like I don't know.
Oh, yes. Sorry,
Like,
I'm imagining like an Italian beef pizza.
right?
Oof.
Oh my god. An Italian beef pizza with giardiniera. I mean, if we want to get really weird, a Chicago
Uh-huh.
style hot dog pizza.
Oh yeah. Oh
Right?
yeah.
Right? So I
Oof.
think we're gonna have to do that because I know how to make fucking keto crust, so I get an idea on how to make own pizza crust and shit like that. But God, if we made like half an Italian beef like pepper side and the other side Chicago style side, why the fuck not?
Yeah, I'm completely
God,
with you. That sounds delicious.
God, we're gonna make a note of that because that's gonna happen. Which I think fall is when we're supposed to launch the channel, but I'm not quite sure. Chicago
Gotcha.
pizza. Yeah, maybe if I could figure out how to make a deep dish, we could insert like maybe like do like the innards like Chicago hot dog, and then the top of it we'll just put hot giardiniera. Wait, are you a hot giardiniera or sweet pepper guy?
Oh, I'm a hot giardiniera.
Yes, perfect. Hot giardiniera
Actually,
and
I
deep
will
dish.
say, have you ever done both?
I honestly have never had sweet peppers on Italian beef. I need to try
Uh,
it. I just never done it.
it's real good. I like both. If I could have both, it's you get the sweet and the spicy. Mm.
Yeah. Do you have a go-to place when it comes to Italian beefs? Like for me, it's just Panera, just because I don't have like an Italian beef kind of place in my area. But I know in
I
Chicago they're like
haven't
all over the place. But
I haven't found one yet in the new place that we live. In Forest Park, there was a place on Harlem Avenue called Porky's that I would go to.
oh, I've heard of that. I've actually heard of Porky's. Yeah, a lot of people
Yeah,
tell me I need to try bone of beef. I never had it, but I heard it's really good.
I've heard of it. I don't think I've had it either.
Yeah, I know. I know there was one thing I was thinking about doing last year for the show was traveling to all these places and trying
Mm.
the Italian beef sandwiches, like doing like a Facebook Live kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I may actually have to do that because
I think
I love Italian beefs.
me too. I think it's one of the true delicacies of the city.
Right? You ever get an Italian combo where it's like the Italian beef and the Italian sausage?
I have. It's also really good.
Yeah, Tony's Pizza right here in Peatone has one of the best combos, and it's so simple. And so I get the combo, but I get hot giardiniera, mozzarella cheese, and even red sauce on it. It's a
Oh,
mess to eat, but God, it's so
oh.
good.
All right. Well, so we'll order those and we'll watch the Halloween movie,
Yes,
the
God,
Halloween
God,
tree.
it's gonna be such a wonderful evening.
God, that sounds good.
Right. Plus, if you come out here, if you ever come out here on a Sunday to do it and shit, they got single topping large thin crust pizzas for $10. Mm. I love Tony's.
Good Lord. They are good.
Right. Shout out to Tony's Pizza. You want to be a sponsor? Let me know.
Mm-hmm. Damn
God,
straight.
right.
God, my mouth is watering. I'm not even hungry.
Did
Oh,
you eat dinner?
I did.
What'd you have
It
for
was a little bit of an early dinner. I had therapy this afternoon, and it got out about 4 o'clock, and so I
dinner?
swung through White Castles on my way home.
Oh, okay. God, White Castle is so good. What kind of sliders do you get?
Um, I usually get a half regular, half cheese, and then sometimes if I'm like if you and I went and got a crave case,
Hmm.
um, I would get I would want probably 20. What's in this crave case? 30.
30, yeah.
I would do 10 regular, 10 cheese, 10 jalapeno cheese.
God, God, I love you. I think we did that when you, me, and Awkward went and got White Castles one
I
day.
think we did. I think you're right. And
Yeah,
I
because
think we ate the whole thing.
we did. I think we got through like a quarter of it before we even got to the house, and that was only like 20 minutes away.
I think you're right.
It was the best day ever. I
Oh, it
like
was so good.
I like when we have to be those guys that pull through at like 11 o'clock at midnight ordering a fucking crave case because you know those guys inside fucking hate that.
Oh yeah, yeah. They just want to go home.
Hmm. We're gonna make a day of that. We're gonna get some jalapeno cheese sliders, beef combos, and we're just gonna watch Halloween movies. Just make a day of it. Get some cups with some booze in it.
Sounds really good.
All right, God.
I haven't had a day like that in a long time.
All right, it's gonna be the perfect date. Just a couple's evening inside.
I'm about it.
All right.
Yeah.
God. And that's what I love about this show, man. I mean, like we just spent the last half hour talking about food, and it's just been enjoyable. It's been pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to tacos, is it Taco Bell over anything else? I mean, obviously, you can't include authentic Mexican restaurants,
Oh yeah.
but like
Yeah.
like a Taco John's or a Del Taco and stuff like that. Is Taco Bell your go-to?
Taco Bell is my go-to, but I will admit that I have only ever had Taco John's once, and I've
Mm-hmm.
never been to Del Taco.
Fine. So, if you had to choose, what would be your go-to burger place out of all of them?
Oh, that's tough. Um, huh. It probably actually is McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah, and I feel a little weird about that, but is or Five Guys, I guess. But
Oh God, Five Guys, yes.
yeah, they're just Five Guys is so expensive anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like and maybe it's just the Five Guys that I've been going to. Um, but I remember when Five Guys first came to Lafayette, their patties were like, a good inch and a half thick, and they were just incredible. You
Yeah.
like almost couldn't eat. You almost couldn't take a bite of a whole bite.
Yeah.
And I went there the other day, and the patty was like half an inch or less, and it was the most disappointing experience because it's such an expensive hamburger, and you're getting nothing anymore. It feels like.
Yeah. No, and I've kind of noticed that now that you mention it, because I had Five Guys a few years back when me and Colin went to go visit Derek down in Champaign. Shout out to Derek, by the way. Thank you again for another fun year of editing the podcast. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
And I remember like it's actually a little bit different than compared to being at Five Guys like 6 months ago in Bourbonnais. And
Mhm.
they seem like I do remember like when I went to Champagne, I ate the burger and I actually got so full I couldn't eat the large fry that came with it. But down in Bourbonnais, I was like, shit, this is it.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
hear
it's
you.
weird. They do give you more fries than any human should eat in one sitting.
I love the fact that when you walk in, there's just sacks of potatoes everywhere.
Mhm.
I love
Yeah,
that
and
they
they got
do that.
the board that says where they came from that day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
Um,
think that's great. I also it is the most expensive milkshake I've ever had, but their milkshake is really, really good.
have you ever had burgers and beer down here in Kankakee?
No, I haven't.
Ooh, we're going to go.
All right.
We're gonna go. We're gonna double date. You and your wife could go with me and my lady friend I'm seeing.
Perfect. I think
Yeah,
sounds good.
I told her I shouted her out on the show last week, so I'm not sure if she heard it yet or not, but yeah, we're a thing. It's happening.
Nice.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
it's not Facebook official, but it's a process. And
Sure.
I mean, God, burgers and beer. You're gonna love burgers and beer. They're like I don't know, like it's just like it's fucking burgers, and you can have like any type of burgers. I mean, they even got burgers with peanut butter on it, which I don't know why
Oh,
anyone would do that,
it's
but
one of my all-time favorite things.
really,
Mm-hmm.
peanut butter on a burger?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
It is shockingly delicious.
Mm. Maybe I'll try it one day. Usually when I go to Burgers and Beer, I get this ghost pepper burger they have.
See, that's what I would end up getting because that's what I love hot food more than anything
Yep.
else.
Did you ever try the ghost pepper wings when B Dubs had them?
They were amazing.
Right? Like the first one, and I don't know what it is, and maybe it happened to you. The first one I took was so fucking unbearable, it killed me. But after a while, you just kind of got used to them.
Yep. Well, that's what it's a really interesting thing. The chemical that makes things hot is called capsaicin,
Yeah.
and as soon as the heat dies down, it actually becomes an anesthetic.
Mm.
So that's why the first one's so hot, and then they're like normal. They use them. They use pure capsaicin to help people who have chronic pain. Um, you can like kill someone's nerve endings for like 2 or 3 months with the high enough dosage of capsaicin.
Is that why people get used to getting pepper sprayed?
Probably it probably is.
Really? No shit. That's really cool, man. So, God, what else is there? So, burgers and McDonald's, fast food for. You ever get tacos at Chipotle? Are you one of those guys?
No, I'm a burrito at Chipotle or a burrito
Perfect.
bowl.
God, right? Burrito bowls. We get the chips and shit. You know that Chipotle has 2 different size chip bags now.
I did not.
They do. They have a small and large. I think
Hmm.
it's only like a 5 chip difference, but whatever.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Oh God, chicken sandwiches. Is it Wendy's?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hands down. Although I have had I don't know if you've ever been to a Jollibee
never heard
or
of
a
it.
Jollibee. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a Filipino restaurant. I didn't know that they existed in the Midwest at all, but there happens to be one near my house. And they were on what was that show with Anthony Bourdain?
God, I can't. It's on
I
the tip of
can't.
my tongue.
Yeah,
It's
I suddenly can't remember it, which bothers me. But
mm,
whatever his show was, he went there one time with one of his guests,
yeah.
and it looked incredible. So I had to try it, and it was a really good chicken sandwich. It is not my go-to chicken sandwich, which is Wendy's, but I recommend it. I've also had before Popeyes had a dedicated chicken sandwich, they had a chicken po' boy, which is also pretty good.
hmm I love po' boys.
Mm-hmm.
I, Sammy's out here used to have a really good po' boy. They don't have it anymore, and I haven't found a good one yet.
That's a bummer. I also love, and I literally haven't had it in a decade. Uh, Dog and Suds chicken sandwiches are incredible.
Yeah, we're gonna make a day where you're gonna come out here. Bring your wife.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make an entire day of it. This is what we'll do. We're gonna get the Popeyes chicken sandwich and the beef combo, and we're gonna eat them for lunch, and then we're gonna watch the Halloween movie, and then we're gonna have burgers and beer for dinner.
Perfect.
It's going to be a great evening, and we'll do it on a Friday, so you guys can stay down here with us, and
Mm,
we'll just get drunk by the fire afterwards.
perfect. That
Right?
sounds perfect.
It'll be a nice romantic overfed evening.
Mm-hmm.
God, planning shit. But until then, Joe, what are you freaking thinking about?
Ooh, what am I freaking thinking
Yeah, what
about?
are you thinking? Besides food now.
Yeah, now right. I'm all on food now. What was I? Um. Oh, that's what I did this week.
Hmm.
Have you seen? I don't. Have you ever watched the Dark Crystal? The Jim Henson movie from the
I
'80s.
No, I haven't, but I see you post a lot about the Netflix show on your Facebook page.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite movies growing up. But I really didn't see it very often, which is weird.
Mhm.
But and it's a movie that I've come to like more the older I've gotten,
Yeah.
and I was really looking forward to the Netflix series, and I watched it all this week, and it was really really good. Um, I think I talked about this on Geekcast Live last week too. Just I had only seen the first couple episodes, but it was unbelievably good, and I couldn't the thing that's really impressive to me is all of the voice acting sounds exactly the same um, as in the original movie, but they have none of the same voice actors. I don't think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's also an incredibly stacked cast, like Mark Hamill, Andy Samberg, Bill Hader. Um, there are not a lot of famous women doing the voicing. Aquafina, I think, is one, but
Wait, so is this a comedy then?
it is. There are funny moments. It
Mhm.
is in the history of the. It's definitely closer to horror, but it's children's horror, so it's really not that frightening if you're an adult.
Oh, okay. And it is on Netflix, right?
It is on Netflix, and I think it's 10 episodes. They're all under an hour. Um, it's really good. I really highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun, and another thing that was really impressive to me is the vocabulary.
Mhm.
Every other word felt like it was a 25-cent word.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to check it out. I'm so focused into the Arrow right now and trying to get through that season.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to put that on my list to get past it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about DC versus Marvel. Yeah, we'll do that next.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about it.
Yeah, we'll do that next season. We
Yeah.
got time.
What are you freaking thinking this week?
Over the next 7 weeks, I got 6 wrestling shows lined up to go to.
Woo!
Yeah, so I'm really
Nice.
excited. Yeah, I got one coming up this weekend on the 14th where I'm going to be out in Lake Station, Indiana. Me and Dizzle J are going to do some interviews with some independent wrestlers and stuff like that. We're going to watch the show out there. Next weekend I have off because Sean's getting married. I'm officiating that, so I'm really excited for that. Following week I got SCW down in Shabance. October 5th I got SCW up in Thornton, which actually, Joe, if you guys got nothing going on, Saturday October 5th there's a wrestling show at a bar up in Thornton as a 21 and over show. If you want to go, I can get you the information for it. It's pretty cool. And then the following week I got ARW, and then the week after that I got another SCW show. So it's a lot of wrestling coming up, and it's just trying to, I've been spending the last week trying to balance out all the stuff that's going on with the JFW and all the wrestling, trying to figure out the ideas for the upcoming YouTube channels and stuff like that, trying to get everything ready for our season finale. So I just been thinking about everything podcast related and what we got to get ready for this coming season, as well as getting all the guests lined up for the October this freaky show where Freak Joe comes back and everything. So yeah, just a lot of podcast talk this week, and it's only Tuesday, man. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been excited about that.
Nice.
But, yeah. But hey, Joe.
Yes.
Every week, our listeners can catch Cartoon Joe here on this freaking show. But if one episode of Cartoon Joe just isn't enough for our listeners a week, where else can they go?
Well, if you need more Cartoon Joe, you can head on over to the Geekcast Live podcast at gcl.ninja. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, Google Play, and Twitter by searching Geekcast Live.
You guys are in season 4 right now, right?
Yes.
You guys
Season 4 or season 5. I don't remember which.
You really don't do seasons, do you?
We kind of do.
But your episodes and everything, like you guys are on like episode like 200 and blah blah blah. It's not like season 3 episode 7, whatever. Like you just went from 1 and just kept on going, right?
Right. But we do take breaks or around the holiday season.
Because normally you take off Christmas and New Year's Eve, right? The 2 weeks at the end of the year. Gotcha.
Yep. So, and then sometimes an additional 2 weeks in that same sequence, like the week before Christmas through the week after New Year's sometimes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Perfect. Guys, just a reminder, make sure you go to our Facebook page at This Freaking Show and leave us a question for next week's Ask Us Anything segment as we wrap up season 3. Get those questions in. We want you guys to participate as much as possible. If you're looking for any type of This Freaking Show merchandise, such as a logo t-shirt or even a t-shirt of Cartoon Joe himself, you can find those at tpublic.com just by searching TFS, This Freaking Show. Very simple. There is a sale going on for our shows. I believe it's next week, the 18th through the 21st, 22nd, where our merchandise is going to be 35% off. So make sure you get in on tpublic.com, search TFS, and you pick up those shirts, because now shirts should be selling for, I believe, around $13. So check it out. You pick up a Cartoon Joe shirt, This Freaking Show shirt. They are available. Follow us on social media at This Freaking Show on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Let your friends know they can find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Podbean, Stitcher, and Spotify. And if you listen to us on iTunes, do us a favor. Give us a 5-star rating. Give us a review and everything. Help boost us in the ratings. And as always, I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And thank you for listening to another episode of This Freaking Show. I'm out.